Bryan Adams from June 2002. That's Here I Am on Freedom FM. And before that, it was Greg, who's just left the studio like a phantom in the moonlight. And on his way out, he scribbled me a note asking me to remind you that he'll be back, same time, same charm next Monday at 8 p.m. But now, it's our time, yours and mine, 2 hours hand-picked with care of the best romantic, mellow and chilled-out tunes from the 90s and the noughties that feel like a warm whisper in the cool quiet of an Irish summer night. And you know what? It doesn't just stop at the music, because you see, after midnight, we're going to get playful with Triple Threat, and before that, in this hour, we dip into something a little bit different, namely Tuesday shifting, and I will tell you more about both of them in a moment. And if you have been around the night cruise block with me before, you know by now that this show isn't some pre-packaged playlist of plastic pop. In fact, it's alive because you are. So don't be shy. Tap that screen, rattle the inbox, send a signal, and get in touch. Make your mark. Simply WhatsApp me at 086-206-8888. That's 086-206-8888. Drop me an email to hello@freedomfm.ie or hunt me down on Insta, Threads, Blue Sky, says.us, all under voice actor Fergs. Right, with the admin boxes ticked, the coffee cup topped up, the vibe kind of locked in, I think it's time that we get together and make some night cruise memories in 3, 2, 1. That's a little bit of Keith Urban from March 2005. It's called Making Memories of Us on the Night Cruise here on Freedom FM. And can I ask you something? What are you doing this late? Are you polishing chrome in a silent lobby while the world dreams? Shifting boxes under fluorescent lights that never blink? Or maybe you're riding the roads in a truck or cab, stuck in a row of red traffic lights while the green light shows to an empty lane. Whatever it is, I want to hear about it. Actually, scratch that. We want to hear about it. Me and every other late-night listener who's tuned in for some Tuesday shifting. So if you are at work, then send me a message on WhatsApp to 086-206-8888. That's 086-206-8888. Tell me who you are, what you're doing, who's with you, if anyone, and crucially, what's keeping you sane out there? Is it coffee, Freedom FM, or sheer stubbornness? No job is too niche, no shift too small. The floor buffer, the late-night nurse, the overnight baker, the solo cab driver, you're all part of our big, beautiful midnight tribe. So go on, make this show yours. You talk, I'll listen, and together we'll light up the night, one shout-out at a time. Across Leinster on DAB+, and riding the digital waves worldwide on freedomfm.ie, this is the Night Cruise. And you know what? I've just taken a tumble down a nostalgic rabbit hole, landing squarely in 1993. And I can tell you that back then, Ireland made some real history, because the Criminal Law Sexual Offences Act got passed, finally decriminalising consensual same-sex relationships in the country, a moment that, let's be honest, truly mattered. Meanwhile, at the box office, Jurassic Park stomped into the cinemas with dinosaurs so real we nearly dropped our popcorn in fright. And judging by the queues for the latest installment, it seems we haven't quite outgrown the T-Rex thrill just yet, have we? And musically, well, U2 shook things up with Numb, a track that got under some critics' skin but still slid right into the charts, a song which still today I think is both brilliant and bold. Stereophonics on the Night Cruise from Freedom FM, where the beats are smoother than a silk pillow. The shout-outs come with extra heart. And right now, it's time for a little feature we like to call Tuesday Shifting, our weekly tip of the hat to the people who keep the country moving while the rest of the world sleeps. And first up tonight, we've got a message straight from Joan Nielsen out in Dublin Airport. Feargal, she says, I'm on duty with the cleaning crew, sweeping through Terminal 1 like unsung heroes, making sure everything sparkles ahead of the sunshine stampede. Muriel, John, Ken and I are powering through the night so the morning madness runs smoothly. Give us a wave, won't you? Glad to do that. And Joan, we here at Freedom FM see you, salute you, and slide a massive shout out your way. Now, this evening's second Tuesday shifting shout-out goes to Ellie O'Brien, who says, Evening, Fergs. Tonight's shift involves wrangling fonts and buzzwords while I try to wrestle my CV into something dazzling. I'm knee-deep in bullet points, trying to sound like a superhero without sounding like a show-off. So does burning the midnight oil with a Word document earn me a shout-out? Of course it does, Ellie. Work is work, and it isn't just any old late-night admin now, is it? It's career alchemy. You're stacking sentences like golden bricks to build the next chapter of your story. Thanks for getting in touch, Ellie, and good luck in your job search. Now, listen up, because here's the thing. If you're out there, if you're clocked in, switched on, tuned in, then talk to me and tell me who you are, where you are, what you're working at, and what's keeping you company as the night rolls on. 086 206 8888 on text or WhatsApp, and let's you and I get in one more round of Tuesday shifting, shall we? From summer 2001, that's Alicia Keys and Falling right here on Freedom FM. Now, with Wednesday morning almost upon us, we do have to dive back into Tuesday shifting, you know, the part of the evening where we shine our spotlight on the folks who work whilst most of us dream. So with that said, to give a big hello to Lee Brewer in Wicklow, who says on this WhatsApp, Fergs, currently I'm deep in the dough, working the late shift in a bakery where the air smells like tomorrow's breakfast. Right now, though, I'm on break in the canteen, sipping tea and giving the limbs a good old stretch before I roll back onto the flour-covered dance floor at midnight. Would love a shout-out before I'm wrist deep in croissants. Lee, you're not just baking bread, you're baking dreams, my friend. And if you keep those carbs coming, you know what? I'll keep eating them. And thank you for reaching out this evening. And finally for now, Sheila McIntosh has been on from deep within the kingdom of Kerry. Hey, Feargal, she says, I'm just catching a breather from my healthcare shift. I'm tucked away on break for now, cuppa in hand, soaking in the sounds of Freedom FM on my earbuds. It's pure balm for the brain, and I tune in anytime I can get a chance. It's my amazing patients and brilliant colleagues who keep me grounded through the long hours. Sheila, sounds to me as if you are the queen of care, and I tell you, when someone says it's her patients and colleagues who carry her through the night, that's not just a shout out, that's a standing ovation. Thank you so much for reaching out. Now, if you messaged and I didn't get to read your message out on air, don't worry, I see you, I appreciate you, and there will be more shifting next Tuesday just after 11 p.m. So if you are working late then, we will want to hear from you. But for now, don't go anywhere, because coming up in the next hour, I have a little something called Triple Threat. Stick around, you won't want to miss it.